Summer Newman is preparing for an important meeting with Chance. This is a moment for both of them to face the reality of their relationship, a conversation that could determine whether they will continue to walk hand in hand into the future or let go and each find their own path. The meeting begins in silence. Summer, with the dim eyes of someone searching for hope, shares that the past few days of rest have not helped her find solutions to their problems. Chance, the man who always appears strong, cannot hide his disappointment. He admits that they have had more difficulties than he thought when they started this relationship. The problem is not just incompatibility but also the wounds from the past that are dimming their light. While Summer tries to find comfort in Kyle, she cannot help but feel that her relationship with Chance is coming to an end. Kyle, in the role of a listening friend, reminds Summer that sometimes love is more than just feelings, but also sacrifice and understanding. But this advice does not help her feel better. She knows that, despite their feelings, the differences between them are still a problem that cannot be easily overcome. However, Summer and Chance's problems do not stop at their relationship. The investigation into Heather's death is reopened, bringing with it a series of new questions. Chance, as an investigating officer, cannot avoid the pressure of the case. Summer feels the growing distance from Chance as he devotes himself to his work. Meanwhile, Phyllis is at the center of a new series of conflicts. She tries to blend into the festive atmosphere, but her conflicted nature makes things messy. At Lauren and Michael's ceremony, Phyllis does not hesitate to break the warm atmosphere with sharp words, making Lauren angry. Lauren, who rarely lets her emotions get the best of her, can't keep quiet this time. She puts Phyllis in her place, emphasizing that Phyllis doesn't always have the right to disrupt other people's lives. The confrontation between Lauren and Phyllis doesn't stop there. Lauren also reveals information related to Sharon, the woman who is haunted by Heather's case. Sharon, in an effort to prove her innocence, remembers that she didn't kill Heather. But why did Lauren keep this information from Phyllis? This raises a big question, especially when the relationship between Daniel and Nick begins to strain. Daniel, with his different views, can't keep his cool when faced with Nick, who has always been protective of Sharon. The tension between the characters seems to push things to the limit. Summer and Chance are faced with the reality that their relationship may not be salvageable. Phyllis, with her impulsive personality, can push herself into a spiral of unnecessary conflict, and the investigation into Heather promises to turn everyone's lives upside down. Can Summer and Chance find light amid the darkness? Will Phyllis continue to cause trouble, or will she learn to control herself? And what surprises will Heather's investigation bring next? All will be revealed in the upcoming episodes of The Young and the Restless. Each character is embarking on a new journey, full of challenges but also promising deep discoveries about themselves and those around them. When the investigation into Heather's death is reopened, a wave of anxiety spreads across Genoa. Heather's mysterious death has long been a big unanswered question. Who was behind her departure? All the evidence once pointed to Sharon, but now her fragmented memories begin to piece together. Sharon insists she is not the killer. However, this raises a bigger question: if not Sharon, then who did this tragedy? Lauren is one of the most notable characters on this issue. With her sharp instincts and usual straightforwardness, she always seems to protect the truth. But surprisingly, Lauren seems to have a key piece of information regarding Sharon and Heather's death, a secret that she is determined not to reveal to Phyllis. What made Lauren choose to keep quiet? Was it to protect someone, or simply because she did not trust Phyllis? Meanwhile, Phyllis, one of the characters who is never short of aggression and drama, became the center of many conflicts in the episode. Known for her bold personality and often acting without thinking, Phyllis made Lauren and Michael's ceremony a disaster. Lauren, who is usually a calm person, could not keep her cool in the face of the chaos caused by Phyllis. Lauren not only got angry but also got defensive in the face of Phyllis' attacks. The confrontation between the two was truly one of the highlights of the episode. Subscribe to Y&R for the latest news. Young and the Restless Spoilers reveal the upcoming confrontation between Daniel Romalotti and Nick Newman on The Young and the Restless promises to be one of the most dramatic climaxes of the show. The simmering tensions between the two men seem to be about to explode as they both become embroiled in the controversial Sharon Newman story. Daniel is increasingly uncomfortable with Nick's devotion to Sharon. He can't understand why Nick trusts Sharon so completely, especially when everything about her story seems to have changed unexpectedly recently. Sharon claims that her recent hypnosis sessions have helped her remember a crucial detail: there was a third person in the apartment on the night of the incident. Daniel, despite his intense emotions and compassion, can't easily accept the truth based on what hypnosis has to offer. He begins to suspect that Nick is being emotionally involved, even questioning whether he is deliberately hiding something to protect Sharon. In the confrontation, Daniel may push Nick to admit what he has missed or is unwilling to look at. Nick, on the other hand, has a strong belief in Sharon. In a candid moment, he may confess that it was Sharon's hypnosis sessions that helped her remember important memories about the third person. He asserts that this makes Sharon's defense more credible. However, Daniel is not so easily convinced. He suggests that the information coming from the hypnosis may not be entirely accurate, and he suspects that Nick is letting his emotions get the best of him. But Nick does not back down. He emphasizes that Sharon is not the type of person who would harm Heather. He advises Daniel to think carefully and accept that perhaps someone else is the real culprit. This creates a major rift between the two, as Daniel still seems to be unconvinced of Sharon's innocence. Billy Abbott and Phyllis Summers, a dangerous alliance. Meanwhile, Billy Abbott is secretly pushing another plan to undermine Victor Newman. Billy sees an opportunity in the current turmoil and decides to approach Phyllis Summers, who has her own reasons for wanting revenge on Victor. He makes her an attractive offer that Phyllis can hardly refuse. Billy knows how to play to Phyllis's weaknesses, using persuasive words to get her to consider joining his alliance. He suggests that working together could give Phyllis the chance to regain control of her life, while also making Victor pay the price. Phyllis, although initially hesitant, begins to see the potential in Billy's plan. However, the combination of Billy and Phyllis is more than just a revenge alliance. It is also a meeting of two strong personalities, with hidden motives. Do they really trust each other, or is this just a dangerous game that both want to control? This adds a new layer of tension to the story. Back to Sharon, her struggle to prove her innocence becomes increasingly complicated. Does the third person she remembers during the hypnosis sessions really exist, or is this just a figment of her imagination? Sharon continues to struggle to piece together the pieces of her memory, while Nick continues to stand by her steadfastly. Daniel, despite his doubts, cannot help but care about Sharon and her condition. He decides to investigate on his own, digging deeper into the story to find the truth. This may lead him to discover shocking secrets, not only about Sharon, but also about the relationship between Nick and her. The story reaches its climax when Daniel, Nick and Sharon are forced to face unexpected truths. Sharon may find evidence that proves the existence of a third person, while Daniel must face the realization that he was wrong to suspect her. Nick, with his patience and loyalty, may play a key role in bringing the truth to light. At the same time, Billy and Phyllis' alliance could have unintended consequences. If their plan to target Victor fails or is exposed, it could set off a chain reaction that affects all the main characters. The confrontation between Daniel and Nick is not just a personal conflict, but also part of the larger picture of the young and the restless. This story of love, loyalty, and suspicion offers a new perspective on the characters, while also opening up new and unexpected directions for the show. Viewers will surely be captivated by the complex developments and intense emotions in this story.